Sam is vegan.
You know, I frankly don't feel like I feel confident what the right answer is there. I certainly don't feel like we've necessarily reached it as a society, though.
Well,
I wanted to get rich not because I like money, but because I wanted to give that money to...
Why does that not apply to financial transactions?
So, why does it not apply to financial transactions? I think there are a few things here. So, first of all,
do you still have enough cash if you needed to do another bailout?
Yeah, we did, and we tried to keep that on hand. We had a couple billion going into this, and you know, it lines up roughly with the amount that we'd raised, you know, over the last year, and you know, on top of that, we had been profitable. We provide open and free market data to all of our users.
You've spent your money a little bit differently in politics than others have. Didn't go well in Oregon. What did you learn, and how are you adapting? Because you strike me as somebody...
You have $100, and you want to figure out what you can do with it to help the world. Earning to Give is thinking about which causes, which charities save the most lives per dollar. This $100 can go as far as it possibly can to help the world. It was what was important for people to be able to operate in the ecosystem without being terrified that unknown unknowns were going to blow them up somehow. We've also put a lot of work into the risk controls on our platform.
Here as well, I sat down with Bankman-Fried outside of FTX's headquarters to talk about his role as the industry's lender of last resort. Lender of last resort.
These are two people that have been dominant over the last decade.
Yep.
Are you prepared for that?
So,
Where's your car?
it's that one there.
That's like what, a Toyota?
Yeah, it's a Corolla.
Why don't you buy a Lamborghini, man?
It didn't have any particular need for. We have a transparent system where all of our data all of our public market data is openly available and free, where risk parameters are transparent. First of all, it's just backstopping customers and making sure they're protected. But second of all, stopping contagion from spreading through the ecosystem, right? Stopping it from being the case that anyone who transitively did business with any chain of people who did business with one of the troubled assets themselves became trouble. You know, the sort of like attention on customer protection, on federal oversight, and sort of grokking like it's important that this happens and that this happens quickly. Because, you know, every day that goes by without oversight, there's just more risk for customers, there's more risk in the industry. And, you know, the notion of like just, you know, kind of...
Sam is not a traditional billionaire because he believes in the concept of earn to give, which means his goal as a human is to make as much money as possible just to give it away. Earn to give.
It's not going to be good for anyone long term if we have real pain, if we have like real blowouts, and it's not fair to customers, and it's not going to be good for regulation. It's not going to be good for anything, and so.
You think every money you spend in politics should be disclosed publicly? Are you comfortable with that?
I think that I think what I would say is, you know, if there was a norm where every dollar that everyone donated in politics was to be disclosed publicly, I would have a lot of sympathy for that. I think I might support it. I haven't thought carefully about it enough to know, but
well, it sounds like what you're saying is maybe there's some donations that you have made that you wouldn't make if you knew they were going to be immediately public.
So I think I don't generally think about it that way. On FTX, all of our users have full access to the platform. They have full access to the same sets of tools that institutions do.